All right, SFAM. So in the Discord, we got RGR1VD hooking up the hashtag SFAMReact and a link to the video. Can y'all believe the Navy, bruh, drops their physical fitness test requirements? So it's kind of the same thing the Army did. Because of COVID, we took away some of our requirements, and plus we're also trying to revise our physical training, our physical training test, basically, right? So we now have the Army Combat Fitness Test. We're moving away from the Army Physical Fitness Test. So at that time, as we're going through things, we kind of had to drop everything, and not really count it and see how it's going, man. So I can kind of see, I don't know, I'm surprised and want to see what NICKY has to say about the Navy doing this. The Marines are freaking pissed off. I think there's going to be some kind of a little back-to-back on this. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into it, man. First time to the page, comment, like, subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you can stay updated every time I upload a video. Thank y'all for coming through. If you're watching this as a video upload, you missed the live stream. Once again, Super Fam and Discorders, I posted in the community tab to let y'all know when I'm going live, man. And I put in the Discord. Stay up with it, man. Stay up to date with it. If your bell notification is not lit on YouTube, make that jank lit, man. Make all notifications available. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. SFAM, stand up, salute, stay focused and motivated, get motivated up in this jank one time. Let's go.
I already know you guys are going to say the one thing that we know.
What's
the
that,
Navy
Nicky?
has it easiest. It's not my fault you chose the wrong branch.
Hey.
It's not my fault you decided to be a cool guy, to be a Marine and want to be rough, tough, and fighting and be an admin post.
So he's going in on the Marines right now.
Because the Navy has maybe just gotten a little bit easier.
So for the past year, they haven't had a fitness test. I'm pretty sure it's because of COVID, man. Unless they're switching up and trying to do a new kind of fitness test. We have this new exercise that we're doing in the Army Combat Fitness Test. It wasn't in the Army Physical Fitness Test. It's called the leg tuck. Do you know how many people, especially the females, can do the leg tuck? Not many females can do the leg tuck like successfully, you know what I'm saying? And it takes them a while to like get used to doing it. So an alternative to doing the leg tuck, which works the core and also their arms too though, but mainly core, alternative is the plank. Now they gotta do the plank for 4 minutes and 2 seconds the last time I checked, you know what I'm saying? Which is, let's go ahead and see what the Navy got going on, man. Let's go.
Look, they've come out with a new poster which kind of summarizes most of it, and it says CY calendar year 2022, the physical fitness assessment will be one cycle from April 1st to September 30th. No exceptions for medically cleared personnel, and planks will count. Because if you got an excellent or above on your overall score, you're weighed from the next one, which they've adjusted that for this cycle as well.
That's their freaking stuff. Their freaking scores. Their scores, outstanding. Excellent, good, satisfactory. We don't even have that. It reminds me of like your elementary school, I get a happy face. You know what I'm saying? That's what it reminds me of, man. You get outstanding because you get 100 points. You get 100 points, you're outstanding. Why they should, why don't they just say you got 100 points? You know what I'm saying? This is your score, 100, 100, 190, whatever, and leave it at that. This makes me feel like a child. Outstanding, excellent, good, satisfying. It really reminds me of an elementary school report card. It really does, man. Let's go.
Oh, but this is maybe a change in the sails of the U.S. Navy, as we're going to see probably some changes that might resemble this in the future, in my personal opinion. So this is coming as a new database that's supposed to capture all the data for the Navy's physical fitness test in this one place. But it looks like because that has been delayed, the Navy's getting the better end of the deal, and it looks like there's going to be some controversies. People are probably highly critical.
I got it. It's not their fault.
Dollars are going to something, and we're not seeing it officially rolled out yet.
It's not.
I'm sure Navy Personnel Command, including, or my Navy HR, whatever you want to call it, Admiral Noel, is on top of this, talking about it. It goes on to say CFLs will not enter the calendar year 2021 PFA cycle into PRIMS 2. They will continue to record official.
What is a CFL, bruh? Compassionate assessment. Physical readiness test, that's their PRT score, to include physical activity risk factor questionnaire. They're gonna have a questionnaire for their PT test? Physical activity risk factor questionnaire for medical clearances and waivers, and align with commands will maintain official physical fitness assessment score sheets and document them on fitness reports evaluations. What the heck, bruh? They must annually track and monitor sailors assigned to the fitness enhancement program. I want to see what the Marines are saying. I want to see how mad they are about it, bruh. All medically cleared must participate in the calendar year 2022 physical fitness assessment. The use of a calculator within official Navy PFA app to determine stationary bike PT scores, PRT scores. Why is anyone mad about that? I don't see why we can't use I think we can use calculators too. I'm not sure, but I think we can use how to manually calculate the overall PT score without planks in the equation. The overall PT score for calendar year 2021 will only include the push-up and cardio, alternate cardio, forearm planks will be entered on the official PRT score sheet for record purposes only. So I'm not really worried too much about this stuff, man, but I really want to see how mad the Marines are, you know what I'm saying? And I've said this on YouTube, people love drama. I don't know. I try to say I stay away from drama, but I want to see what this is, man. Maybe I'm putting my foot in my mouth or something. I want to see what the Marines have to say.
2021 PFA scores on the official body composition BCA and PRT score sheets to include the physical assessment risk factor questionnaire, PARVQ, and medical clearance waivers in line with references A through F.
You don't want to show her real push-ups behind this letter back here.
So all the people that were the command fitness leaders that tracked all this data, that just had to punch in numbers at the end of every single fitness cycle,
now it's
looks like they're going to be having to do a little bit of math.
Don't put the pencil down. Keep going.
And tracking it manually and making sure they don't lose any score sheets, etc. And
so it's easier for the sailors, but for the graders and for the people who got to keep the records, it's tougher, right? Okay, or whatever, man, whatever.
But that's not the only reason why we're seeing this go to one cycle, which kind of leads me into where this is going. CY 2022 PFA cycle, recognizing the foreseeable conditions to include continued pandemic, PREMS 2 rollout, and modality validation.
Because of the virus, that's the reason why.
For calendar year 2022, the cycle will be conducted from 1 April to 30 September 2022. All medically cleared sailors must participate in the CY 2022 PFA cycle.
There will not be an excellent or above performance exception. The scores to get excellent and above, those, we're not going to force y'all to do that anymore. They're only doing that because they're not making them do as much physical fitness, I'm guessing.
Based upon CY 2021 performance, commanders may use appropriate incentives at the local level to reward performance.
So what I'm getting from this is they're taking out the two highest tiers, you know, from you to get 100 to 90 and then from 90 to 80. We're taking those out. So the highest that you have to get, you know what I'm saying, to be considered the highest right now is 80, 79 points. If you can pass the 79 points, you're good. That's like the most we're expecting you to do right now. Now, if you so happen, they saying they're giving them incentives, right? If you can get 80 or above, this is what I'm thinking that the freaking commanders are saying to their sailors. If you can get 80 or above on your PFA, I'll give you a 3-day pass. If you can get 90 or above, I'll give you 3 days of leave. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. We'll compensate you. So that's what it looks like they're saying to me. I'm just trying to see if I understand this whole concept, what's going on. Let's go.
So we can say that COVID is the reason,
yeah,
right?
Yep.
But I also want to say, I think along many people out there in the internet world have said this, COVID did have a proof of concept. Is there a requirement to have more than one physical fitness test per year? And obviously, most of us are going to be like, hell yeah, I want to just do one. But really, in the data, did you show that there was an increased benefit or a decrease based on numbers that are reported from the pandemic area, and saying, was there any massive decrease, increase, and what did we actually see from that? Because we went on like a year and a half without a single fitness test.
There you go.
And that's why we've seen this big struggle of, are these tests actually going to be effective in measuring people that are in the service, or is this just a force shaping tool to make sure that people look fit while they're in uniform?
That's always been a question, man. That's always been a question. Like, does Army PT even help? It doesn't even help you do anything. It's helped me. I'm not gonna lie, man. Just from doing Army PT, the way that the Army assesses you with the PT score, my scores have raised just from me doing regular Army PT, giving it 100% while I'm doing the PT in the Army. I've always done better and better. And it's always been a question for us in the Army, and that's why we switched over to the Army Combat Fitness Test, because we figured, oh, these things that we're testing you on are actual based off of combat experiences that the ACFT is more geared towards. Making us stronger and testing what we can do if we were in a combat situation with stuff like that. The sprint, drag, carry. We got to sprint, we got to drag a sled of freaking 90 pounds, and then we have to carry the kettlebells of 40 pounds, whatever the case may be. So yeah, I can see why the Army did that.
And that's why I think we've seen such a blend of these fitness tests, which include the Army and Marine Corps, where there is the Army Combat Fitness Test, which had its own issues and speculations that went with that, where it was quite difficult because there were many women that could not do the tuck knee portion of
The
it,
leg
which
tuck.
made them modify the core portion to
Leg
include
tuck.
a plank portion for people as well.
There you go.
On top of that, we've also seen the adaptation from the Marine Corps, which was spearheading this. Now it's questioning, what is a good test to say that we are going to be physically fit as a fighting force? But it does look like there are people that are quite critical in the Facebook comments covering this and saying we should not be happy about this. Brandon Fiesel says, my dudes and dudettes, our PRT is obnoxiously easy. I realize that all of us do different things and have
Marines?
varying workloads, but it shouldn't be that difficult to score a good low on a PRT this upcoming cycle if you throw in only modest preparation for it. I have to agree. It is not hard, but it is hard to master. And that's with every single fitness test, as you see
Not really.
how the scores are done.
The Army, the APFT was not hard to freaking master that thing, man. As long as you just have to put forth the effort and the work to do it, man. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, bro. To me, it wasn't tough. It wasn't that hard. Let's go, man.
It's based on a bell curve, and if you can see that, that's why the scores are much harder to get from the middle of the pack to a little bit marginally higher, as the increments are much wider compared to the higher end of that tail of the bell curve.
I think the thing with us for the Army, for the APFT, was the age thing, man. You can be getting 80s across the board at a certain age, but once you hit a new age bracket, it's like it gets easier for you. I like that, to be honest with you, but a lot of people didn't like that. That's why the new ACFT is not age specific. I don't think it's age specific. They're trying to find new things, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's go ahead and go, man.
Robinson says, so what I'm hearing is the hard work I put into pass this cycle meant absolutely nothing. Astonishing. I don't know what's worse, the politics of the branches or the lack of care the Navy really has for its personnel.
Now, Robinson, you got to think about it, though, man. At any time, a change can happen. Every once in a while, it's like, boom, a change. I think something big like this, a fitness test, they're going to let you know, hey, a few years down the line, we're switching over to this. They're not just going to say, hey, today's a new, we're just doing it new today. So when it comes to something like this, even though you put in the work this past cycle, you should have time to readjust and get yourself ready for the new thing that's coming up. I would complain that the Army's changing all the time, but the fact that you put in all this work to get ready for this cycle and now they're not going to freaking do anything about it, you do PT anyway so you can get strong. That's all it is. It's just better for you. So I wouldn't even complain about that. Let's go.
I would say they didn't say for nothing. They're giving it up to your commander to be able to give you a day off or whatever to try and make that incentive good to keep those fitness scores
you
high,
also
which I
go.
thought was appropriate. I mean, were they expecting to do a whole other year of without a fitness test because of pandemic issues? Now, I will say that this has come out from Admiral Newell, which has obviously been the face of my Navy HR and kind of progressing things forward. I think he's won the hearts and minds of a lot of sailors for this in regards to saying, hey, one PRT this year, that sounds like a good idea. And I have to also give this analysis that we're seeing a lot of changes that I think are subtle in nature, but not very subtle if you think about it. Pandemic happened, the advancement exams, they were like, oh, the E4 advancement exams, we'll just kind of let those go to the side. They won't take them. We still haven't gotten back to that, but the other ranks were able to. Now, what I'm seeing with this is if this was initiated during pandemic and we only have one.
This is another thing I'm not used to, seeing exams to get promoted. And I know the Air Force does it. I think the Marines do it. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have to do exams. We do a face-to-face exam. And it's not even really like a pop quiz. We know like we could get asked any of these questions. But we sit down in front of freaking our sergeants major, our first sergeants, sergeants first class. We sit down in front of the people and they go through the subjects and ask us certain questions. So I think ours, it's tough. I'm not gonna say it's tougher, but it's tough because you're nervous as hell up in front of your freaking leaders and they're drilling you and you got to make sure your uniform looks good and you have to be confident. You can't be not confident and still get over on the freaking promotion board. Let's go, man.
It might be the future of the military, and show that even though they offered that 1 year off incentive to the next fitness test, if you received a certain score, really wasn't going to change people that were doing very well or doing very bad at that point. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, because I think that you can see the contention here of people that are like, I really don't want to do this. I don't care. It's just a means of getting my paycheck. And there's some that really embrace that culture of fitness. And I'd like to see what you guys think.
All right, man. So yeah, that was Nicky MGTV letting us know that what they're doing is they are making it easier to pass. From what I understood, the top 2 tiers of percentage, you're excellent and you're above, they're taking those away, so you don't have to get, that's not even a question of getting excellent or above anymore. All you got to do is get average or whatever else it says, but they're going to encourage the sailors to get the excellent and above, and they're going to give them incentives for it. The Marines are pissed. Let the Marines freaking be pissed. It is what it is. But I can see the Marines and being pissed, because the Marines and Navy are kind of hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It is what it is. I didn't understand a lot of that jibber jabber they were talking, that Navy slang. But yo, I still love Nicky MGTV. Good people. They got to do what they got to do, man. Army did the same thing. COVID happened. Boom. We're switching it up. Y'all don't have to. No more combatives, which I was pissed about that. We like combatives. You know what I'm saying? So things happen in the Army. Things happen in the Navy, in the military. We got to roll with the changes, man. It's your boy Thursday Lynch. SFAM, stand up. Salute. Stay focused and motivated. Get motivated up in the J1 time. Deuces. Love y'all to death. And we out. And I'm stopping recording.